The greatest thing you'll ever learn is just to love and be loved in return. By Eden Abez, musician. Why am I making this Ariel's golden nugget this week? Our topic is New Year's resolutions. New Year's resolutions are planned to improve things in our life or to strive for something we have wanted a long time. With all of the world's distractions today, I want to remind you what the most important thing in our life is: simply love. We've gone through great lengths to have a human experience here in this world in order to learn about love and emotions. Whatever your New Year's resolution is, this should be a major part of your destiny. We have a limited time to learn this while we are here. Wasting our time on distractions that we won't even remember when it comes to our counting what was important in our life. Hello, and welcome to the Ideal Forever Partner Magnet Podcast, the show where we explore the infinite benefits of creating a relationship of a lifetime, attracting our ideal forever partner like a magnet, and living our best life as the highest and best version of ourselves. I'm your host, Arell Holloway, results coach, fitness expert, former real estate investor, and founder of UTAIY, Unveiling the Angel in You, and also the World Impact Compound Movement. This podcast is for high achievers and romantics that never learned part of love relationships. That was me. Anyone wanting to improve their relationship with receiving, having, and giving unconditional love. And couples who want to strengthen their existing relationship and take it to an even greater level. So why the term ideal forever partner for IF? Why not call it spouse, soulmate, true love match, our person, or the one? Those terms don't officially define and match our avatar. We design to mirror our IFP, but more on that later. Here's why the name Ideal Forever Partner is the best match. Ideal describes perfect for us. Forever crystallizes that we are committed and all in. Partner indicates collaboration, not domination. The terms spouse, soulmate, true love match, our person, or the one include but don't fully define our goal, which is an epic, unconditionally warm and loving relationship of a lifetime. Humanity is experiencing a loneliness epidemic. The greatest change we make in ourselves in a lifetime is through committing with our IFP, or ideal forever partner. The biggest impact I can make in someone's life is teach you how to manifest your IFP. So with this podcast, I'm dedicated to helping souls around the world wake up to who you really are and what you really want in life, helping you on your path of learning about unconditional love by creating significant, epic relationships that generate happy memories. Stay tuned because you won't want to miss the game-changing advice we're about to share on this awesome journey. Ariel's golden nugget. The greatest thing you'll ever learn is just to love and be loved in return. By Eden Abez, musician. Today's topic:
Myth and reality of the New Year resolution.
Subtitle: Let's break a myth about New Year's resolutions. The greatest thing you'll ever learn is just to love and be loved in return. By Eden Abez, musician. Why am I making this Ariel's golden nugget this week? Our topic is New Year's resolutions. New Year's resolutions are planned to improve things in our life or to strive for something we have wanted a long time. With all of the world's distractions today, I want to remind you what the most important thing in our life is: simply love. We've gone through great lengths to have a human experience here in this world in order to learn about love and emotions. Whatever your New Year's resolution is, this should be a major part of your destiny. We have a limited time to learn this while we are here. Wasting our time on distractions that we won't even remember when it comes to our counting what was important in our life. I shared a massive download I received on world peace a couple of years ago. I detailed it somewhat in that live training. Because my download was so massive, I had to divide all of the info I got in pieces, including the 12 articles of invitation. I created the 2024 Inner Peace Challenge. Learn how to create inner peace that at the same time promotes peace out in the world. This is a win-win. I know we're about creating the greatest shift in our lifetime by manifesting our ideal forever partner or transforming our current relationship into our ideal forever partnership. Yet creating inner peace is an integral part of becoming the highest and best version of ourselves. I also know that this training will impact your life immeasurably, and I should be charging for it,
to fund and promote my nonprofit.
but it's just too good. It will help too many people and the world, so I am making this my gift to the world and to you. If you truly want your life to improve dramatically and you want to make our world more peaceful, then accept this 2024 Inner Peace Challenge and challenge yourself to a better life. Look, we don't need to create peace in the world. If each of us creates inner peace within ourselves, then the world would be at peace, right? Right. Join me in this 2024 Inner Peace Challenge and take your power back for your epic life. Get started here, and I can't wait for you to be part of this epic journey. You can take the challenge at wicm.love. One of the most powerful shifts we can make in our life is learning to understand our subconscious and bring it into our conscious world. Why would we do that, you ask? Because of two main reasons. Number one, our subconscious controls our long-term path and sets our agenda for our program we're running in our mind. Number two, our soul lives in our subconscious, and bringing it into the conscious world will simply simplify our life and make it congruent so we can work on our goals and dreams unified. Another way to look at this is if we don't have our conscious and our subconscious in the same realm, then we could be considered, in a way, bipolar. Because when we are unconscious, we are planning our life. And then when we become conscious again, we go out into the world and we end up getting distracted. And our subconscious tries to lead us, but then it's like this constant back and forth. So it only makes sense that if you have two poles like this, if you unite those two poles, you can create your goals 100,000 times faster. Otherwise, the soul has to keep leading a human being that doesn't really believe it exists when it is all we truly are. I have some statistics from a survey performed in 2022 and also 2023. Before I share that, please note that I'm not sharing this to discourage anyone from making a New Year's resolution. I simply want to share a past experience that might indicate a similar outcome for the new year if a very important variable isn't changed. One more thing. I was recommended in order to get the widest audience, I should dumb down my conversation to the level of a 5-year-old. Now, I find that pretty disturbing, and I feel like it's insulting the audience. In fact, the person I can help the best is someone that is open to leveling up to their highest and best version of themselves. I can best serve adults with adult mind. That doesn't mean you have to have an adult mind, but that means at least you have to want one. I can help adults with child minds wake up and level up with my coaching. I cannot help an adult with a 5-year-old mentality that doesn't want to change, who isn't willing to become congruent with being an adult mentally. In other words, if you're not willing to level up, then you will remain as you are with the same problems you have always had, repeating over and over without hope of relief. There is a way out of this hell, but staying the same and not leveling up is not a path that has been found yet. But I wish you'd luck with that. I'm not discounting you or even judging you, because anyone that knows me knows that I don't do that, and I don't waste my time with that. Rather, I'm just simply sharing the truth, as hard as it may be to hear. Truth can do two things. Truth either pisses you off and makes you dig in deeper with whatever you just heard the truth about, because, well, you're pissed off. Why are you pissed off, though? Here are a few reasons we get pissed off when we hear the truth. Truth is like a mirror, and when we are presented with the truth we have not been willing to look at, and suddenly a mirror is held up in front of us, we get pissed off because we're angry at what we see. Because that's us. For the grace of God, there go I. Yet we can't do anything about it, and at this very moment. Another reason we get pissed off when we hear the truth is that we recognize the truth. Another is we don't feel like we can change it because we feel overwhelmed with what we just saw or where we are exposed to. Another reason is that we feel that we have been doing something right and suddenly realize it was all wrong. Another reason we get pissed off when we hear the truth could be that we don't know what to do about it. So we feel helpless. And sometimes it makes us angry if we're helpless, because it can be scary. Another reason is we don't know what to do about it. And that can make us afraid or make us angry. Another reason we get pissed off when we hear the truth, we're afraid that we can't change it ever. Another reason we feel like this problem is too big, bigger than ourselves. Another reason we realize how much time we wasted on doing the wrong thing. Another reason is just simply being wrong can make us angry. Another reason is feeling like a failure for having someone else tell us something about ourselves that we didn't know about us. You see, there can be many reasons, even some I've not mentioned. Is this all important? It's important for understanding. My spiritual mentor I studied with for 8.5 years always said, Arell, understanding means so much. It's absolutely the truth. Understanding means a lot to explain why things happen or are happening as they did or are. Understanding also gives us closure on something we're leaving behind and make it like ending an era. Now we can begin with the new and move ahead on into the thing that has been one of our blocks for X number of years. The world suddenly looks different, and change suddenly feels like a tool versus an undesirable condition. So for those of you that got pissed off at the truth I'm sharing and choose to resist it, know that this block will remain in your life and will continually hold you back. When you finally decide to let go of that because you realize it doesn't work and it never has, then hopefully I'm still here to help you create the life you want. If I'm no longer here, then please find someone that sees your strengths in you and teaches you how to use them despite of you being too close to them to see them and the blocks that they are in front of you. And one more thing, choose your best life, which will hopefully give you the momentum you need to succeed. Now, for those of you that know you want to change something and create all of your goals and dreams and are just not sure how to do this, you can message me or you can just leave a comment for me. Modus operandi, the way of doing things, our way of doing things that has become our mind's program, the methods or tools we use determine the outcome. If we use settling in our office to avoid confrontation and give everything away just to avoid it, then we are settling. When we settle at work, as it seems to work, then we will try settling at home with our partner as well. Pretty soon, we will start only creating people who we can settle with, which in fact draws more bullies to us because our new behavior or method of doing things, because the way we do anything is the way we do everything. We have now woven ourselves deeper into being surrounded by bullies who will pressure us into settling and submitting. You're wondering, where did the bullies come from? If you're always going to be settling because you don't want to get in a confrontation, then you're going to become a magnet for bullies. When we use the submitting tool or method, then pretty soon everyone in our life will be walking all over us, guaranteed. Bullies will never respect you for settling. In fact, they will despise you for it. They demand it, but they will despise you for it.
One thing you're not considering is that your behavior of settling is not making them nicer bullies. They will continue to bully others and you in other ways to your breaking point because bullies, well, they got to keep bullying because that is who they are until they choose to end it. Does that mean that the bully can't change? No, I'm not saying that at all. But submitting to a bully will definitely not encourage them to change. Remember, bullies are cowards and they bully others because they are terrified of being bullied themselves. Standing up to a bully is the only way to end their attacks on you. One more thing, submitting and settling makes you a victim. Yep, certifiably because you have been victimized into submitting to the bully. So the thing the bully hates in you is the mirror you are holding up to them. The thing the bully hates the most is the thing they see in you that is also in the bully. This is what triggers the bully and enrages it. I say it because it is behaving like an animal. In the eyes of the bully, you are a coward for submitting and settling and submit to being a victim. The bully is a coward who is terrified of being bullied, as they likely have been in their life and are terrified of being confronted. So the thing the bully hates in itself, that he's a coward, is the thing the bully hates in its victims, that it turns into cowards. If you're a bully and you know it, and you want to end that part of your life, then step up to the courage of ending that terror cycle within you. You're not contributing to this world by bullying people. You're not even getting what you want through bullying. It's just a power you found within yourself that feels real and strong, even though it devastates others. The person we really are is the person that doesn't get what they want. The person we really are right now is the person that doesn't get what they want. So it doesn't matter what appearance we create. Who we really are is if I don't get something that I want, if I don't take my focus off that and choose to put my focus on creating the thing I want instead of being upset that I'm not getting what I want or focusing on the person that doesn't want to give me what I want, then each of those levels defines the person. And it doesn't matter what they're painting their picture as or what they're portraying themselves at, but the base of that person is when they don't get what they want and how they handle that. When you don't get what you want, then figure out how to create that instead of thinking you can get it from others, or you can punish others because you don't have the thing you want. Learn to receive love instead. Once you do this, then you can learn how to have love, and God forbid, you will actually be able to learn to give love. If you want real help and change to create your life exactly how you want it, then private message me. From one former bully to a current bully, you can completely change your life around where you are happy every moment of your life. Yep, you can will yourself and choose to be happy every moment of your life by not allowing your outside circumstances to affect your inner barometer and the people around you you love and adore you instead of fear and hate you. The bully's way of doing things is anger, rage, and intimidation. These tools have consumed it because the tools seemed to work and the bully started using them in every area of his life. The bully uses them at work to intimidate coworkers. It uses it at home to intimidate its partner, children, and family. It uses it with friends or acquaintances, more likely because the bully doesn't really have friends, just allies and enemies. The bully has a large hurdle to overcome. It believes that this intimidation means strength and not doing this is weak. In order to end this behavior, it has to possibly consider itself weak in its own eyes. This is the hurdle it has to overcome. Ego is the bully's good friend and is egging the bully on to seek more power. The bully doesn't just have to level up, it has to demolish its ego and realize it is an ally with an agenda of its own. Ego is a parasite that lives off the human mind. It seeks power and clout and ultimately would like to take over living our lives as if it were alive itself, regardless of what this would do to us. As long as we remain physically alive because it needs us to live. Listening to the wrong thing can change the direction of your path. The most powerful thing on this planet is a suggestion. We can be influenced merely by a suggestion. Why am I bringing this up? The ego may suggest that the bully is weak and a coward if it gives up the power of intimidation. The truth is, the bully is a coward already, but the ego plays into the bully's fear of that and thereby keeps the bully away from the bully exit. Can you see how incestuous this is? Are you hearing me here? We have an internal advisor that can become as powerful as we allow it to be, and that will tell us things that are to the benefit of its agenda and contradictory to our own agenda. Along with everything else, we have this ego to deal with. I'm not bringing up ego to give you one more worry in life. In fact, I only mention it because it is futile to ignore that it exists, and it is as strong as you allow it to be. More on the ego another time.
Are you ready to be the ideal forever partner that will attract your high-level IFP like a magnet? Find out how ready you are if your IFP is standing in front of you right now. Take the IFP Magnet Scorecard quiz now and answer this quick 2-minute quiz, and we'll send you a personalized report, plus a complimentary PDF on how ready you are if your IFP is standing in front of you right now. Go to www.score.arell.vision. Score.arell.vision. Usually at this time, I would go into the affirmation and declarations meditation, but that has its own time slot now, every Sunday at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. Thank you for sharing this part of your morning with me. I'm grateful that you did, and I hope that you are more self-aware and evolved since we started 30 or so minutes ago. If you can shift in this short of a time, imagine what you can accomplish in a whole day, 1 month, 1 year, etc. In our affirmations and declarations meditation portion, that's now on Sundays, we used breathing techniques enabled us to move through realms of past, future, and bring us back and keep us in the present. Within the breathing techniques, you also were able to affect your blood flow and pressure, as well as your heartbeat, at your will. If you can affect your body's organ functions at your will, imagine what else you're capable of doing with specific training. We're infinite beings with infinite possibilities. And that's the truth. Have a beautiful day and recall this experience throughout your day. Remember that you can influence your body and your mind, your body's and your mind's function, and change how you feel. You also learn to move through past, future, and present realms at will. These are a lot of abilities that don't even scratch the surface of our human abilities. All it takes is taking charge.
If you want to know the secret to a fulfilling life and why marriage matters now more than ever, then watch this next video, P33, coming up at the end here.
If you've enjoyed today's episode, please rate, review, and subscribe to the Ideal Forever Partner Magnet podcast. Your support helps us reach more souls in search of their unconditional true love. Check us out everywhere podcasts. Remember, you have the power to create heaven on earth through unconditional love. This is your life, no one else's. Grasp the courage to strive for the highest and best version of you